I'm back to Tell the Truth channel. Thank you for subscribing, like, hit the bell, share my content, send my content out on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or any other content that y'all go on and watch. I appreciate that very much if y'all do that. I am here to Tell the Truth channel. God woke me up this morning, told me to get up now and speak this, what he want me to talk about. I am in the Father and the Father is in me. And he woke me up and told me to get up and speak on the neighborhood that I stay in, that he want me to talk about, and how I first moved into this neighborhood. Okay, so let's get with this. Okay. When I first moved in this neighborhood, I said, oh my God, it looks nice over here. You know, I was excited. My children, we was excited. You know, we seen all the stores, because I'm down here where all the stores at. You know, restaurants and all that. Stores, restaurants, and everything. I'm just close to everything out here. Because the first thing I did when I wanted my place, because I was about to buy a house. But I said, no, I'm gonna get something different. I don't want a house. I'm gonna move in a condo. I want to see how it lives to live in a condo. Because I wanted a house, but I said, no, I'm gonna get this condo. So what I did, I was looking around for condos, and my niece, she was trying, before I even went to my niece, we had my daughter and my daughter husband and my children. They was trying to help me find a place. And the first thing I did, I went to this person that I knew, and I was telling him that I was trying, before me and my kids was trying to help me, I went to a person that I knew, that I thought I could trust. I could trust him, because we was like really talking, and we had spent a lot of time, but we spent like 2 years together, you know, back and forth talking with each other. So I thought I can trust this person. So I went to him, and I texted him, and I told him that I was moving and that I needed help to get a place. And I kept asking him to help me, because when I asked him the first time, and I was trying to do it on my own, and I was letting him know how everything was coming out. I was texting him and letting him that I got this place, thinking that I'm finna move. I'm so excited, like, oh my God, I got me a place. I'm finna move. And then next thing you know, the real estate people say, no, this place didn't go through. This happened, this place didn't go through. So I said, okay, well maybe God said this is not the place he wanted me to have. So I was getting all frustrated, like, oh my God, I just want to get out of my daughter's house. I need my own place. I need to get out of my daughter's house. Because I didn't want to keep living with my daughter. I know my daughter needed her peace, or with her children, you know, so I was trying my best. I kept calling the real estate people, bugging them, and I would text him, and I would bug him and tell him I need help, please help me. And I kept telling him, please help me. So he finally sent this lady to help me. And she was nice. She was really nice. And she was really, really trying to help me. But she was giving me places that was too expensive that I couldn't afford. And the things that I wanted, the things that she was giving me, they was nice houses, but it's just the places that I didn't want. It was just too high for me. You know, the places was too high. So she kept helping me. She kept helping me. She kept helping me trying to find a place. But then she never could. She never helped me. She never could help me. So she got frustrated. I got frustrated. So I just fired her. I fired her. I said, well, you know what? I'm just going to go towards somebody else. So I fired her. I let her go. And then my daughter and her husband got online and they started finding me this other real estate. So they found me this real estate man. And he did everything he could to help me find a place. He really had my back. He really had my back. But the crazy part about it, that he was helping me so bad that my niece, I was telling her about her place. And I was telling her that, you know, because her husband had passed away. And I was telling her that it's time for her to move out that house because her husband is in that house. You know, that she needs to get out of there. And he's going to be in that house and it's not going to be the same with her living there, you know, because he's going to always be in there, you know, messing with her and, you know, like doing little weird things or whatever, let her know that he's there. So I told her she needs to get out of that house. She needs to find her own place so she can feel free, so she can be free, you know, to live her life. So she told me, okay, and she asked me, did I know somebody? And I told her, yeah, I had a real estate that I had just, that my daughter and her husband just found for me. So she asked me, she said, could you give me his phone number? So I gave her the phone number, but I had no idea because he was helping me trying to find a place too. And all the places that he was trying to find, they was like so expensive. But he never gave up on me. This real estate person did never ever give up on me. He would never give up on me. He told me, he said, don't worry about it, Phyllis. I got you. I got you. I don't care how long it takes. I'm going to help you find your place. That's what he said. I'm going to help you. You ain't got to worry about it. I got you. You're going to get your place. So it took like 6 months, almost a year for me to find a place. So my niece, she came to me and she said, Auntie, you need help? I said, yes. I said, oh my God, yes. She said, well, I'm going to help you find your place as I find my place. So she was sending me all kind of apartments, houses, and everything. Because she asked me what I was looking for. So I told her I was looking for homes, I was looking for condos, all of that. And then she said, okay. So she started going through it, helping me. And she started finding things. And then she said, you know what? Let me do this. I'm going to find your place. And then I'm going to let you tell me if this is what you want. So she just started doing it all. She started finding my place, finding her place, finding my place, finding her place. And then she finally came up with something. She said, well, you know what? I tried to find the places that you wanted in other suburbs, but it was too expensive. So I found one that's in the suburb out here, and I think you might like this. Because I told her that I was looking for a place that was already fixed up, that I didn't have to spend too much money, you know, to fix up and, you know, buy furniture and all that stuff. So she said, okay. So she found this place for me. And when she showed it to me, because I was really looking for a place over, you know, with a balcony. I was looking for a place with a balcony. So she was showing me all of these places that had balconies too, but they was like too much. I couldn't get them. So she showed me this place right here. So I said, okay, I like this. I said, but it's locked down, because I wasn't looking for something to be locked down. I was looking for something where I could just sit out, enjoy myself, you know, sit out on my balcony and just feel the air and just, you know, look out. But then she said, well, I found something that you can, you know, handle. So I said, okay. So she showed me the place. I looked at it. I said, okay, I like this. Even though it was closed in, I said, I'll take it. Because I just wanted to get out of my daughter's house. I just wanted to get out of her house. I just wanted to get out of her house. I just wanted my peace. So, okay, so we talked to the real estate. We talked to the real estate person. He started doing the crunches and all the thing with the numbers and all the thing. He said, yeah, okay, we got this place. The place is yours. So me and my daughters, and my children, me, my daughter, and husband, and everything. They came. My daughter and her husband, and my other daughter. All of us, we came and we looked at the place, and I fell in love with it because it was just right for me. And I fell in love with the place. I said, okay, I'll take this. I want this. I want this. So they did all they did, to give me the place. So I finally moved. I got the place. So when I moved in, I started meeting I started seeing the neighbors. I started seeing them. But it was just one certain lady that I met in the building. She was the first person I met. And she was an older lady. And she sounded like a foreigner. I can't really put my finger on it. I think she sounded like she speaks like Hitler. She speaks his English. But I can understand her a little bit. I understand what she was saying. When she was talking to me, I can understand certain words that she was saying. But I understood her a little bit. So she was telling me about the building, how it is, and the laundromat, all of that. She was telling me everything. And she was telling me how the people is, and she was telling me if I need any help to knock on her door, because she was the person that run the building. Let people know if they need anything to come to her and all that stuff. So I said, okay. So I met my neighbor that lived next door to me. So the first thing I did when me and my daughter came, I knocked on my neighbor's door first. I met my neighbor first before I met this lady. I met my neighbor first. Because I was knocking on her door to ask questions. Because I was trying to find out about the wash machine, how to use the wash machine and stuff. So she didn't speak English, so she couldn't help me. So she said a little bit while I could understand her. She just told me to go up to the lady that lived upstairs. She just kept pointing upstairs, like go upstairs, go up there. And she walked up to me and she showed me the lady's house, like right here, right here, right here. So she came down again. I knocked on the lady's door, and the lady, I met her. She told me who she was. I told her who I was. I was telling her about the wash machine. I told her I was trying to use the wash machine, so she came down and showed me how to use the wash machine and everything. So all of a sudden, the lady started, like pulling close to me. She would come and ring my doorbell, talk to me about the wash machine, talk to me about the people that supposed to come in, like the people that take care of the building. She was coming to me about that, telling me that they not doing this, they not doing that, they supposed to do this, they supposed to do that the wash machine should be doing this, that the wash machine should be doing that. So she complaining to me about all of this, okay? So I look at, I'm walking, as I'm coming into the building, because this is what I do. When I move somewhere, I have to scope out my neighborhood and find out how my neighborhood is. When I seen it was decent, I seen it was quiet. But then when I came in, I started looking at all the doorknobs. I'm like, what the heck is this? I'm looking at all the doorknobs like, why do everybody has the same doorknob? That don't make sense. That's crazy. That means that everybody has the same key to get in everybody's apartment. So I said, this don't make sense. I said, I said, no, something ain't right. So before I even asked, because I didn't even ask my son-in-law to change my locks on my door yet. I was just wondering why did everybody have the same lock on the doors. Everybody had the same doorknob. So I never thought about asking the HOA people. I never thought about asking them, why do everybody has the same doorknob? I never thought about asking that question. Because I didn't figure that people would be walking in people's houses. I was like, okay. I was like shocked about it, but I didn't think that people would be walking in people's houses. So one day, my house didn't feel right when I walked in, because I know my vibe in my house, and I know how my house feels, and I know when something ain't right. I just know it because that's my gift. I know when something ain't right. So I walked in my house with my children, and I told my children, I said, wait a minute, hold up. That's what I said to my children. I said, hold up. Somebody been in my house. And then they said, Mom, how you know that? I said, because I feel it. I feel somebody been in my house. And then I started looking around my house. I started looking around. I said, somebody can get in my house. And it was just constant people, somebody just kept doing it. And I kept telling my children, look, somebody is getting in my house. It's like every time I step out of my house and go somewhere and I come back, my house didn't feel right. I know somebody was in my house. And then I told my daughter, I said, I want your husband to change the locks on my door. I don't want to have the same locks that everybody got. I said, somebody is getting in my house. And it was sometime I would come in my house, my door would be unlocked. And I know that I would have been unlock my door when I leave my house. But my door would be unlocked. And my daughters would say, well, Mom, didn't you lock the door? I said, I told you, I promise y'all, I locked my door. It was unlocked. And then my daughters would say, okay, Mom, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to watch you lock your door. I said, okay. So they watched me lock the door and everything. So one time, I locked my door. My daughter saw me lock my door. And next thing you know, I came in and I say, see, I twist the knob and I say, see, the door open. She said, yeah, I see. Yeah, I see. And then she said, yeah, somebody is getting in your house. Yes. I said, I told you, somebody is getting in my house. And then, because I would go to my daughter's house, spend some time with my children, with my grandchildren, and I would take clothes over there and leave it over there, over our house. So I asked my daughter, I said, did I leave any of my clothes over your house? And she said, no, Mom, you ain't leave nothing over here. You took all your clothes with you. So I said, wait a minute now. If I took all my clothes with me and some of my clothes is missing. She said, what you talking about? I said, I went in my closet looking for my clothes. You know, because it's clothes that I love to wear all the time. I'm really comfortable with these certain clothes that I wear all the time. Because these clothes are just something that I just wear around the house or wear around just walking around. So I'm looking for the clothes that I love wearing. I'm looking like, where is my clothes? And I asked my daughter again. So I said, could you just look at your house and see if my clothes there? She said, Mom, I cleaned my whole house up. None of your clothes not here. So I'm like, somebody done got in my house and got my clothes. Now where is my clothes? What happened to them? I said, you know what? Something ain't right. Somebody is getting in my house, and I don't know why these people is coming in my house. And even though I changed the lock on my door, they still was coming in my house, which I don't even know how they was getting in my house because I changed the lock on my door. Changed the lock on my door, and they still was getting in my house. And I'm like, what the heck? What do these people want? What is they looking for in my house? Why is they study coming in my house? So, I just sat back. I said, okay. They kept coming in my house. They kept coming in my house. So I started talking to the lady that lived in the neighborhood. That take care of the neighborhood. So I never brought up to her about my house because you know me, I keep things to myself. And I'm just waiting on things to happen because eventually I was going to catch the person sooner or later. I was going to catch them because I had little what's-the-names out on them. Well, I was going to catch them myself, you know. And but I never caught them. Because it's like that. They must have knew I was coming or something because they must have they were so close. These people are so close together in this neighborhood that they talk to each other. You know, they have their little secrets with each other. Okay? So the lady, she was, trying to get to know me. I guess she was trying to get to know me for the people in the neighborhood to find out who I am. You know, who is I? Who I am. So One day I told the lady, it's like God told me, tell her who you are. So I told her, I said, look, I came to this neighborhood to change what's going on in this neighborhood. That's what I told the lady. She said, how could you do that? I said, because God sent me here to do this. And she said, how God did not send you. I said, yes, he did. I didn't want to argue with the lady. I wanted to, but I'm looking at them like, look, this is an elderly. I'm not going to go there with her. So I just let her think what she wanted to think, I said, so this is what I'm here for. I'm here to change the neighborhood, So she was with this other lady. And this other lady was very kind and nice to me. And she said, you know what? The other lady said, like, explain it to me what you're trying to say. And then I would tell her. So I told the lady, I said, well, I'm here to change the neighborhood. The devil is in this building. That's what I told her. I said, the devil lives here in this building, and God got me here to clean it up, to change everything that's going on in this building. I said, so I'm not going to be here too long. I'm just here to do the work that God got me here to do. So the lady said, okay. Okay. So she started explaining it to the lady what I was saying. And the lady was saying, the lady was saying, jeez. She was talking to me like that. Oh, jeez, okay. Well, I go to church and I'm going to ask my pastor and whatever she was saying. And I was like, okay. I didn't go back and forth with her and all that stuff. I was just like, okay. So I was just like, okay, thank you. Thanks for talking to y'all. Nice meeting y'all. And then I'll just go, back in my house. So a couple of days later, the lady came back to my house, rung my doorbell again, talking to me about the washing machine and the dryer. Like, ain't nothing wrong with the washing machine and the dryer. So she just wanted to talk to me. So I talked to her, which I didn't want to have nothing to do with the lady, So I told her what I was doing. The lady was acting crazy with me. So she came to me and she said, she apologized and said, she's sorry, the way she was acting and everything, and that things, that God could be sending me or whatever, but she don't believe in all of that. That's what she was saying. That she don't believe in all of that, but if God sent me to do this, okay, and all that stuff. That's what she was saying. So, the neighbors, that was the only neighbor I knew. I was only two people that I knew in the neighborhood. Was that the lady that I lived next door to, and that lady, and then the lady that she be with all the time. So there was only three people that I had met in the building. So I was like, the other people in the neighborhood, they wouldn't say nothing to me. I wouldn't say nothing to them. I would just walk, go about my business. Try to get to know the neighborhood, try to feel out the neighborhood, see how I feel. So I'm walking, through the park, checking out everything, looking at the people, watching the children play. Nobody not saying nothing to me. I'm not saying nothing to nobody. Had no idea that the people in the neighborhood was scoping me. Had no idea that people was in the neighborhood was scoping me out. I had no idea they were scoping me out. But I know I had told the lady, I said, the devil lives in this building. So be careful. I said, be careful. I am here to remove all of this evilness that's in here, in this neighborhood. I'm trying to clean it up. So I'm not going to be here too long. I will be moving out soon once I do what I got to do. That's what I said. So I'm walking around, people in the neighborhood, seeing people coming, strangers, just looking at me, like, why? People watching me. I'm seeing cars riding by. They peeping out their car, looking at me and stuff. I'm looking like, what the heck is going on? Why is these people watching me, peeping out their cars? People that I never see would just walk up and just look at me, and then they'll just park their car and get out their car and stand right there by the park and just look at me, So I'm looking like, oh my God, this just don't feel right. What is going on here? I'm looking like, why is these people watching me? So I would get up and start walking. Then I just start walking around the neighborhood, filling it out. People knew that I knew they was watching me. So when they knew that I knew that they was watching me, they would get in their cars and then they would leave. because I knew they knew I was, they knew that I knew they was watching me, and I'll just leave. So all of a sudden, I met this man in the neighborhood, and he was a big, like a big, healthy man, and he was cool. He was cool, and I was talking to him, and he was talking to me. He was very nice person, but you know, we wasn't talking like that. I would just say a little word to him, and he'd say a little word to me. But the people in the neighborhood, they just, nobody wouldn't even really talk to me, period. And I wouldn't talk to nobody, and it's still like this right now today. I don't talk to nobody in the neighborhood. I really still don't do it, you know. I mind my business, and I guess they mind their business. So all of a sudden, I've been living here like 2 years now in this neighborhood. I've been living in this house for like 2 years now. And all of a sudden, I started, you know, like going around the neighborhood, walking. I would go up to the people, because they wouldn't talk. It wasn't the building. It wasn't the people in my building that I was talking to. It was people that I would see, like random people. And I would walk up to random people and ask them, like, you know, I got a YouTube channel. Do y'all like to subscribe to it? And they'll say, yeah, they'll subscribe to it. You know, get my the name of my YouTube, and they'll subscribe to it and everything. So I met this lady, and she was sitting on the ground, you know, sitting down. And I went up to her, and I said, I have a YouTube channel. She said, you do? She said, wow. She said, you know what? I do stuff like that. I said, you do? And then she said, yeah. She said, so what is your YouTube channel? I gave it to her. And then she said, you know what? I do stuff like this. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put you out there. That's what she told me. She said, you know what? This is what I do. So I'm going to take your YouTube channel, and I'm going to let everybody know about your YouTube channel. That's what she told me. I'm going to let everybody know. So all of a sudden, because my YouTube channel wasn't climbing up like that. And then once I talked to this lady, everything just started climbing up. And the people in the neighborhood, they would come out the door, or I would see somebody peeping out their window, because I would take my garbage out. And I would look, because I'm scoping the neighborhood. So I'm just looking at the people across the street. I'm just looking. And I look up, and I see somebody looking out their window, looking at me. Like, what the heck? Or I would see the kids, they would come outside, they would start playing. I see other people come out, you know, they would play. And I start walking. Then I see people, and I say hello, then they'll say hello, but I'll just keep walking, you know, minding my business. So one day, all of a sudden, everything just started changing. People start coming out, they neighbor coming out the building, you know, coming out. Everybody speaking to me like, how you doing? I'm saying, how you doing? Like, what the heck? Well, nobody's speaking to me at first. But nobody's speaking to me. Now, everybody in the neighborhood is coming out saying, hello, how you doing? And all that. And, you know, coming with me. You know, wherever I be at, they pop up. If I go to the park, they pop up at the park. If I go somewhere else, they pop up. You know, just popping up randomly. And I'm like, wow, these people just popping up from nowhere. You know? So one day I was with my grandchildren, and I took my grandchildren out, you know, because, you know, I started meditating outside in the street, you know, outside. So I took my grandchildren to teach them how to meditate outside. So we sat down, we started meditating. My grandchildren, they wanted to play, so I let them go over there in the playground, let them play. And I seen this little girl over there, and my grandchildren, they was playing by themselves, so I told my grandchildren to go over there and play with the little girl. So they go over there and they start playing with her, and was getting ready to leave, and the little girl came up to my grandchildren and asked them their name, so they told them their name, and then we started walking away, because the little girl didn't want us to leave, but it was other things I wanted to do with my grandchildren, so I was just ready to go. So we started walking, me and my grandchildren, we started playing games in the park and all that. Then everybody just started coming from nowhere, looking, walking out with their dogs, you know. My grandchildren, they wanted to rub their dogs. Some of the people let them rub their dogs, and they would look at me, and I'll look at them, and they'll say hello, I say hello. Sometimes they'll just look at me and wait on me to say hello to them, but they'll just stare at me. they'll just stare at me. So sometimes they'll just walk by, they'll come past me, and then they'll just stare at me and wait on me to say hello to them. So I say hello because that's the way the Lord taught me, you know. Speak to people. Regardless of how people is, speak to them anyway. So I would just speak to people, say hello to people, you know, because they was like, they'll look at me and wait on me to speak to them, so I'll just speak to them because they like, who are you? Like, they looking like I'm some kind of angel or something. I don't know what they thought. I know they just kept staring at me. They would come and look dead at me and keep walking, or they'll say, oh, I'll say hello, then they'll speak back. But they'll just keep looking at me, keeping looking at me. And then I'll say, well, you know, it's a nice day, or somebody else that I would see, they would say to me, yes, it's a nice day, you know. And then, you know, it was weird. It was just weird how the people was acting. Because they never would speak to me. Nobody would never speak to me. So all of a sudden, everybody stopped trying to speak to me. So, Jesus told me, Jesus, Father, and the Holy Ghost told me to tell the people, look, he wants y'all to know how y'all know that it spells on y'all. He wants y'all to know this. He said for y'all to know that somebody are doing something on y'all is that when y'all soul is shaking, not your body, your soul. You know how you just, say you sitting in your house, you minding your own business, then next thing you know, your soul just starts shaking. But you think, you know you're not cold. You know you're not cold. You just feel the inside of your body. That's your soul. Your soul inside of you is just shaking. And you wondering why it's shaking. It's just shaking, it's just shaking, it's just shaking. That's how you know you have a curse on you. That's how you know you got a spell on you. Because the inside of your soul is just shaking. It is just shaking. Not your body, just your soul. It's just up for no way, just up for no reason, just start shaking. Then it'll start shaking. Your heart will start jumping. You know, try to jump out of certain ways. Your heart will just start jumping. Then you'll start getting headaches. You know, not feeling right. You'll just not feel right. You know something don't feel right with your body. That's how you know that somebody is doing something to you. Because your soul will be shaking, your heart won't feel right, your mind won't feel right, you just won't feel comfortable at all. You know somebody doing something to you. So even if you go to the doctor can't tell you what's going on. The doctor can't tell you because the doctor can only tell you what's going on with your body. The doctor can't tell you what's going on with your soul. They can't tell you because they can't see inside your body. Only you know what's going on with your body, so your soul. So the only thing I can tell you is God, Jesus, Father, and the Holy Ghost is telling me to tell y'all that if y'all start feeling any kind of way like that, to start praying to Him, because He the one can stop what these demons is doing. He the one can stop it. So whoever is starting the feeling that their soul is shaking inside for no reason, and just up and just start doing it, to pray, to come to Him and talk to Him and pray to Him that He can stop it. Because going to these doctors and stuff, they can't help you. They don't know what's going on with you. And when you pass away, when you die, it's not no natural causes. It's people that's taking you out. It's these people that's doing this, that's taking you out. Because they're shaking your soul so bad where your whole entire inside of your soul just shut down and you just gone. So it's not natural causes. It's people taking you out for no reason. Because that's what they want to do. They want to prove that they got powers. They want to prove that they can do these little rituals that they do with their candles. Yes, I'm letting y'all know. They do it with candles. They do it with your picture. There's some kind of way they can get your picture. Or they could you could be walking down the street and somebody will take a picture of you. And when they take a picture of you, they'll go home to their house or wherever they go, light their little candles, and start saying little words over your picture. And then next thing you know, your soul started going wiggly, wiggly, whack. And you wonder why your soul is going wiggly, wiggly, whack. Because these people done took a picture of you, and then they taking your picture home to their house, and they doing saying little rituals over your picture with candles, and next thing you know, you're dead. That's what they do. So what the point is, what I'm trying to let y'all know, that's what they tried on me. They tried all their little rituals on me, trying to take me out. They had no idea that I'm working for the Lord. Had no idea why I came to this neighborhood. When I kept telling them, when I told the lady why I was here, to clean up all of this evil that's going in here, in this neighborhood, to shut down all this darkness. That's what God and Jesus and the Holy Ghost sought me here for, to shut down all this darkness. So yeah, these people, they tried everything in the book to shut me down. Everything in the book. They got my picture, which I know they took a picture of me while I was out there in the world walking, everything. I know they went to their little masters, their leaders, or whoever they is, the cult people that they went to try to tell them to shut me down because they couldn't do it. They tried to do it. The people in the neighborhood, they tried to shut me down, so they couldn't do it. So they had to go to their masters to try to get them to shut me down. And their masters couldn't do it. They tried all they can. They had no idea that I was working for the Lord. No idea. They getting all together and saying to each other, all of them having their little meetings, getting together and saying, then who is this lady? I'm trying to shut her down, but I can't. I done did everything I can to this woman. She ain't moving, she ain't budging. This lady's still walking on the earth. She's still here. Who is she? Well, I'm going to let y'all know who I am. I am God's child. I am his daughter. I'm not saying I'm his child. I'm not saying that I'm his children's, because he have many children's. He have many children's. But I am not one of his children's. I am his child. I'm his daughter. That's who I am. I am God's daughter. That's who I am. So that's who I am. Y'all want to know who I am? I am his father. I am his daughter. He are my father, and I am his daughter. So he brought me here to clean up all of this darkness that's going on in this world. He told me to come here to do this. To do this. So, when I walk out there in that world, I'm not walking out there in that world by myself. I have everybody with me. Everybody in heaven is with me. Everybody. So, y'all know who I am? I'm God's child. That's who I am. So if you read in the Bible, go read it up in the Bible, that God have 2 children. He have 2 children, not just 1, 2. Yes. And I'm his daughter. Yes. And he wants y'all to know this. So yeah, you all tried to shut me down. You couldn't. Because that's what I came here to do. To clean up the darkness in this neighborhood. And I have done that. I have cleaned up the darkness. And now I will be leaving. So I came and did what I had to do, like my father had me to do. I cleaned up the darkness like he asked me to do. So I want every last one person that I was talking to that what I came here to do. I told this lady that I was here to clean up this darkness. And that's what I came to do, to clean up the darkness. And I cleaned up the darkness. And now everybody in the neighborhood trying to be my friend, want to talk to me, want to say stuff to me because they couldn't destroy me. So they want to join me now. But I want to let y'all know that I'm cool. You know, I was good being alone by myself, and I'm good being alone now. So I'm thankful that y'all want to join me, but I'm good. I'm good. I'm not finna be here too long no way. So I did what I came here to do. You know. And I did what my father told me to do, and that's what I came here to do, to clean up this neighborhood, and I cleaned it up. So, I just wanted y'all in the neighborhood to know who I am. And for y'all to try to shut me down, good luck on y'all trying to do that, which y'all couldn't do, because every time y'all tried, y'all saw me walk in the world again. Y'all saw me kept coming out there in the world. Every time y'all tried to shut me down, y'all would see me back out there in the world. Yeah, I know it was puzzling to y'all. I know it was puzzling to y'all. Like, who is this lady? Now y'all know who I am. Now y'all know who I am. So yes, I did what I had to do. I talked what Father wanted me to let y'all know, to be careful out there in the world, to watch out for your souls, bodies, and minds. That what people do, they do these rituals, yes, they shake your soul. So if your soul don't feel right, and it's not coldness, because you know when your body is cold, it's your soul that's shaking, not your body, it's your soul. So when you start feeling like that, you go to God and you pray to Him and ask Him to remove these curses that these people are putting on y'all. Because these people is trying to survive any kind of way they can. They trying to survive. They're not human, because if they was human, they wouldn't be trying to take people out to try to survive. They wouldn't be trying to get rid of people to try to survive. If they was human, they would just be normal people and wouldn't have to live off your off what your soul. They wouldn't have to live off your energy, because that's what they're trying to do. The only way they can survive is off your energy. They can't survive on nothing else. So when they knew that they couldn't grab my energy, that made them more and more angry, because they couldn't touch me. They tried, but they couldn't. And that made them mad, because they couldn't touch my energy. They wanted to know who this woman is. We can't touch this lady. We can't touch her. And even though my father told them, don't you touch my child. These people knew. Some of these people knew not to touch me. Even though they tried their little curses and spells, their father told them, don't touch my child. And they pulled back, because they know better. They know. If they didn't know at first, they know now. So that's who I am. I'm here. I'm my father's daughter. I am my father's daughter. That's who I am. And this is what my father woke me up this morning to do. To tell y'all this. He told me to get up and speak of this now. He wants these people in the neighborhood to know who I am and who He is. I am in the Father, and the Father is in me. I am His child. That's who I am, His daughter. And He wants y'all to know this. So, who all got my clothes, good luck with it. Good luck with my clothes. Because you're not going to get nothing off my clothes. So enjoy my clothes. Good luck. Anyway, if anything, y'all make me feel good that y'all like my style. Y'all like my style? That's good. That's good. I'm glad y'all like my style. So, I just want to let y'all know what Father wanted me to tell y'all. Y'all have a good day and a blessed day. And please hit subscribe, like, share my content on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I appreciate that very much. God love y'all. Jesus love y'all. The Holy Ghost love y'all. I love y'all. Have a good day and a blessed day. Thank you for listening to me.